Tonight, let's drift into a quiet kingdom where a gentle emperor learns a simple but important truth. In a faraway kingdom where sunlight fell softly on pale golden rooftops, there lived an emperor who loved beautiful things. His palace shimmered like early morning dew, and the people who lived nearby often paused just to admire the peaceful glow. Tonight, we will wander quietly into this gentle kingdom, where a simple moment of honesty brings clarity to everyone. So, take a deep breath, settle into your cozy place, and let the story begin. The emperor of this calm little kingdom was known for many things, but most of all, he was known for his clothes. Not grand parades or brave adventures, not busy meetings or important decisions, but clothes. Soft clothes, bright clothes, delicately stitched clothes. The emperor loved them all. Every morning, warm sunlight streamed through his tall windows, and the emperor would hum softly to himself as he chose what to wear. Silks that flowed like water, velvets as smooth as clouds, gentle colors that made him feel cheerful. His closet was like a quiet rainbow tucked neatly behind palace doors. Still, the emperor felt he needed something even more special, something unlike anything he had worn before. And one peaceful afternoon, as a soft breeze whispered through the open windows, two traveling tailors arrived at the palace. They bowed kindly and spoke in soothing voices. "Our fabrics," they said, "are the finest in all the world. They shimmer like sunlight on still water and can only be seen by those who are wise and kind of heart." The emperor's eyes softened with curiosity. Such a magical cloth sounded perfect. He imagined a garment so gentle, so unique, that everyone would admire it. So he welcomed the tailors in, offering warm tea and a quiet place to work. The tailors, feeling grateful, laid out empty looms. They moved their hands gracefully, as though weaving threads made of moonlight itself. The emperor watched with quiet wonder, even though he saw nothing. But he did not want to seem unkind or unwise, so he smiled politely and nodded. Word traveled through the kingdom that the emperor's new clothes were being woven from the rarest of materials, visible only to those who are wise and good of heart. People whispered to one another, hoping they themselves might be able to see the magical cloth. The emperor sent kind, gentle officials to check on the tailor's progress. These officials, who worked diligently and cared deeply for the kingdom, went to the workroom with hopeful hearts. But when they looked at the empty looms, they too saw nothing at all. The room was silent, except for the soft swish of the tailor's hands moving through air. The officials blinked, and then blinked again. They didn't want to seem unwise. They didn't want to seem unkind. So they nodded, smiled, and praised the beautiful fabric. The tailors bowed gratefully and continued pretending to weave. They asked for the softest silks, the smoothest threads, and they received them. Yet they kept them hidden away and continued to work with empty hands. At last, the day arrived for the emperor's new clothes to be revealed. The entire kingdom stepped out into the gentle morning light, filling the streets with quiet excitement. Inside the palace, the tailors lifted their hands gracefully and pretended to hold the magical garments. They helped the emperor into clothes that did not exist, robes that weren't real. But everyone murmured softly about how lovely they appeared. Feeling a little uncertain, the emperor stepped outside. The breeze brushed his skin where fabric should have been. He hesitated. But then he saw all the warm, smiling faces in the crowd, each person nodding politely, each pretending to see the clothes they believed they should be able to see. And so the emperor stood tall and began a peaceful parade through the streets. Children peeked over their parents' shoulders. Birds perched quietly on lampposts. The entire kingdom watched with calm curiosity. Until one small voice, soft, honest, and clear, floated through the air. "Why, he isn't wearing anything at all." The crowd hushed, heads turned gently, and the little child blinked, puzzled, simply sharing what they saw. The emperor paused mid-step. He felt the breeze again, cool and real, and for the first time, he realized the truth. A warm blush rose across his cheeks, but instead of feeling embarrassed, he let out the smallest, warmest laugh. He nodded to the child, grateful for the honesty, and he wrapped a soft cloak around himself that a guard quickly handed him. The tailors slipped quietly away, leaving the kingdom just as softly as they had arrived. The emperor returned to the palace, not upset, but thoughtful. He understood then that sometimes people pretend to see things because they worry about what others might think. And that truth, spoken gently, can feel like a warm light on a cloudy day. From that day on, the emperor still enjoyed beautiful clothes, but he also enjoyed listening more, asking more, and seeing the world as it truly was. The kingdom grew calmer, kinder, and more honest, like a gentle breeze that carries a soft scent of spring. And so, the emperor discovered something more precious than any shimmering fabric: the quiet strength of honesty. Sometimes the simplest voice, spoken softly and kindly, can help everyone see more clearly. And when we listen with open hearts, even small truths can feel like warm sunshine breaking through a cloud. And so, as the moon rose above the peaceful kingdom, everyone drifted into gentle dreams, carrying the quiet reminder that honesty brings light to even the softest of days.
And now, little one, it's time to drift into dreams of your own, warm, safe, and full of light, good night from all of us in the Gentle Story Studio. See you tomorrow.